Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales. And today, we're dreaming up a cocktail for this Diplomatico. We didn't give the Diplomatico a full episode to itself. But at the same time, something we never had before, we did taste test it on our last episode in the middle of making another cocktail. Thought it was delicious. So we wanted to give it a chance to spread its own wings and do something with it unique. What do you got planned? So, of course, I did the very thing that I always do in these situations. I looked at my tasting guide to see what was going on. Mm-hmm. But this was after I, went to Diplomatico's website and just looked around and everything like that. Very good website. I recommend you guys have a look. Mm-hmm. And I saw some things on there that I liked. Specifically, they gave the taste. Well, first of all, let's get this out of the way. This isn't the only product that they have on there. Diplomatico has like 8 to 10 variations on their rum, different types of rum and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it will be a show in and of itself to go over all of them. But I zeroed in on the one that we're using, which is the Mantuano. Mm-hmm. And they gave me some tasting notes and what I should be, looking for when I sip this, either in a cocktail or by itself. Mm-hmm. Specifically by itself. Mm-hmm. And I was able to pull their tasting notes and combine them with the tasting notes that I looked up, that I, cross-referenced them with. And I got some interesting things out of them. And I'm hoping that what I mix in here will maximize those notes that we want to get out of this drink. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a few raspberries and a couple of basil leaves. Okay. And we're gonna do half an ounce of simple syrup. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna muddle all of that together. I know this is weird. Everybody calm down.
This is just typical simple syrup?
Yes, typical simple syrup. Now when I'm done, I'm gonna go over like alternative paths that you probably could do with the making of this, because the things I'm gonna be putting in here, people are probably gonna be like, well, why didn't you just blah 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 this and blah 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 that? My answer is shut up. But we're gonna muddle that, get that all good and muddled up. Good stuff. Then we're going to do 2 ounces of your Diplomatico. But first, before we do that, there's one more thing we gotta add here.
Okay.
I almost forgot this song. A while back, we did a cocktail, and it required the seasoning of chai. Mm-hmm. And if you guys aren't aware, chai seasoning, or what you know as chai when you drink tea, is a combination of other spices. Right. And I'm not going to go over them. You guys should just look it up. Mm-hmm. But the point is, I wanted to use this to pull the notes that I was looking for. Mm-hmm. Now, many of you will probably be like, why didn't you just make it into a simple syrup? And again, shut up. You could do that, but I don't know if it's going to get the same result as what I'm going to do now, which is add a 1/4 teaspoon in there. But your alternative could be to make a simple syrup with the chai spice. Right. Now, we're gonna add are 2 ounces of the Diplomatico.
Okay.
Make sure everything that I wanted to use was in here. We're gonna add our ice. Give it a shake down.
Interesting.
So,
Did you muddle enough, or?
well, you're just smashing it when you muddle. So, a couple of things off the rip. I love the color. But for those of you watching, when you make this cocktail, you're gonna want to strain it, double strain it actually, because you're gonna want to catch the seeds from the raspberry, the flakes from the basil, and you'll get a little of that chai in there, that chai seasoning in there if you don't want that floating around. Now the shaker that I use has a strain on there, but what I mean by double strain is like you get 2 of those little strainers and you pour it over like so. And that catches everything. And because you muddle raspberries, it's gonna take a while for that stuff to filter through.
Right.
And we're gonna do a garnish of make sure I get this right. Bear with me, guys. It takes a minute for art to come together.
Yeah, I see that. A lot of art going on.
Lots of art.
Looks good. Let's give it a taste. That chai is coming in. It's the primary flavor so far. mixture of flavors. Because that chai is leading the pack, but everything else is coming in behind. It's sweet, but it's not.
Oh yeah. The chai mixes well with the Diplomatico. And the basil, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, all those flavors are coming
Because
together.
the peppery component of the chai melds well with the basil.
And the raspberry, the simple
Get
syrup
your-
is actually kind of bringing out the raspberry a little bit.
That's really good. The only thing about this, I should have double strained this, but I don't have access to that to be able to do so. But a double strain would do wonders for that. Yeah. And maybe doing the chai simple syrup will be the alternative. Outside of that, I don't really find it a necessity to do.
I don't think you need to make a simple syrup out of the chai. As it is, as a spice, I like it because it's more potent in my opinion. That was really good. So what are you gonna name it?
The diplomatic community.
Oh, that's funny because that was my name for it too, but I thought you would have said it was stupid.
No. As a matter of fact, I want you to put Dr. Doom on the thumbnail. For anybody that doesn't know, Dr. Doom is a supervillain from Marvel Comics, and one of the things he's known for is his diplomatic immunity because he rules a country and he can just come over to America and fuck shit up. And like no one can call him on it or stop him because he'd be like he flashed that diplomatic immunity.
Yeah. But yeah, this was good. So we're calling it the diplomatic immunity. I like it. This does taste like something Dr. Doom would drink. But with that said and done, that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you're notified of all content coming to the channel. Also, check us out on Instagram, check us out on Twitter, and check us out on Facebook.
And something else I also need you guys to do is to pull together all of the drinks, cocktails, foods, recipes, all of that stuff that you know that we would like, and give us a holler. Let's talk about it because I want to experience this stuff. If we have to leave the state, we'll do that. I'm tired of this whole dunk town.
This one horse town
known as Atlanta with their loser Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon need to get it together. But like he said, that goes for locations. We will leave town to find the perfect food and drink. So let us know, location. Heck, stuff in town. We do stuff in Atlanta.
Exactly.
We go to places in Atlanta.
I've heard of some stuff.
As a matter of fact, we're doing stuff tomorrow. You might even see an episode about it.
Maybe.
But that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. And like I said before, guys, like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace.